Hello everybody, welcome to Sapsucker Woods. I didn't note the temperature. It is cloudy. There was snow overnight and yesterday, and so there's snow on the ground now, and you know, it is what it is. It has been largely cleared, at least from the parking lot, and we're going to take a walk. It may be a short one. We'll see. I don't know what kind of activity we're going to see. I have, since I arrived, I have not seen or heard anything. But as I drove to Sapsucker Woods, I did see along the road, in what I would technically consider Sapsucker Woods, I did see a red-tailed hawk. So let me finish packing up. I hope you've had a wonderful Christmas. I know I did. Enjoyed time with family and friends, and you know, I really enjoyed my time with family. A lot of fun, a lot of special memories for me now, and I hope all of you can say the same. Okay, let me just get a coat. What's going on with this? And a tripod, and we'll take a walk. We'll see what's going on. I may have to clear that windshield. Kind of cold out here. A little bit of a breeze. I think the lab may be closed. I'm not sure. It may be open. I'm not sure, but it may be closed for the days between Christmas and New Year's, but I'm not sure. We'll find out. Last night it was late yesterday afternoon. Snow was falling. And I think I had maybe as many as, at least I counted. It's hard to count them just because they keep moving around. think I had 9 dark-eyed juncos at my deck. Feeding before nightfall. Had to do some shoveling this morning. But the roads don't seem bad. A couple spots were a little bit covered, but not too bad overall. Okay, welcome everybody. Like I said, we're going to have a walk here and see what's what as best we can. You can see there's snow on the ground everywhere. And I don't know how much fell here, but it looks like probably a few inches. There were times when it wasn't snow, but sleet. And in fact, last night I was outside shoveling just to try to keep ahead of things. And the sleet was falling. I guess it was called sleet. I don't know. But anyway, it was hitting me in the face, and it kind of stung. Little ice crystals. I don't know if the lab is open or not. I suspect it's closed. Judging by how few cars there are on the lot. I don't think we're hearing a blue jay. I don't see any activity inside, so I think the lab is closed. Yep, hearing a blue jay. And I heard a sparrow just now. It may have been a white-throated. Oh, I see a red-bellied woodpecker. Oh, and a downy right behind it. I think it's a downy. Might be hairy. I don't know. Hey. So this is a red-bellied woodpecker right here. And behind it is either a hairy or a downy woodpecker. And, oh, another red-bellied came in. Pardon me. And, juncos, maybe? This one. Tufted titmouse. So I was wrong, not a junco, but a tufted titmouse. And who is this? That is that looks like an American tree sparrow, if I'm not mistaken. Black-capped chickadee. Tufted titmouse back there. And a blue jay is here now. And I think did I just hear an American goldfinch? I think so. Oh, and that's a white-throated sparrow right there. But the others, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, were American tree sparrows. So some good activity here at the feeders, unsurprisingly, given the snow on the ground. Oh, and that's the dark-eyed junco there at center. A type of sparrow. Hold on, I've got to check. Oh, that's about right. Back up here, we've got another red-bellied. And hold on, above me, did someone fly in? There's another blue jay above me. I don't think I could get it. Chickadee. We're going to move on. White-throated. Unsurprisingly, the pond is covered with snow and ice. So I don't imagine we'll be seeing any waterfowl there. It's possible we'll see somebody, on the, maybe in the outflow area. Okay, let's, I think we'll get to the trails. have to admit, yesterday I was really keeping an eye on the weather. I didn't know, there was a chance that we wouldn't have a tour today at all if things were bad in terms of travel today. But not really all that bad. A little bit of snow on the ground, on the roads that is. Here on the trails there's snow, and I feel it as I walk on it. It's definitely harder to walk on. There you are. Hold on. Who's that? I don't know who that was. Chickadee. Okay. Oh, pileated woodpecker. Okay, hold on. Let's see if we can get it. Oh, come on. And there may be another one in the area, judging by the sound I just heard. And there's a different woodpecker here. That's a downy. And I think I hear a... Oh, there's a pileated. Hold on, let's move. I think I hear a nuthatch, but I'm not sure. Oh, come on. Right over my head. Hold on. Come on, come on, come on. I don't know where the pileated is. It was right over my head, and now I hear a crow. Here's the downy again. And the pileated's up there. I hear it. I should say I heard it. Oh, there it is. Hold on. Where'd it go? Definitely hear the nuthatch. The pileated's in this tree. I just can't find it. And it's... my tripod's fighting me a bit. Okay, it's near the top of the tree. That's the problem. Oh wow! You should see all the bark on the trail. Very, and it's fresh because it's on top of the snow, so there's no doubt. Is there another one in the area? Hold on. Thought I heard some pounding coming from another direction, but I don't see anybody. Just saw the white-breasted nuthatch. And the second one, so there are at least a couple white-breasted nuthatches in the area. Oh, okay, I was looking around, the pileated flew on, and maybe towards the other side of the street, I'm not sure. Let's continue. Oh, before I do, you can see, like I said earlier, lots of bark here on top of the snow. So right on top of the snow, you know it's fresh. Probably from this tree, if I had to guess. Open the darken things. So if I had to guess, it's from that tree, and it was fresh bark, or freshly removed, I should say. Oh, Hold on. Got affiliated right here. Maybe the same one. But on the other side of the tree. Hold on. Maybe we'll try going to the other side. I don't know if that would help us or not, or if it would stay there. We'll give it a try, though. I'm going to leave everything in place. Unfortunately, on the boardwalk here, it can be tough to have enough room for a tripod. Stay there, stay there, stay there. Hey. Oh. Okay, oh no, it's back on this side now. Okay, just took off. And kind of out of view, I think. Beautiful to see. I don't have it in my sight right now, so we'll move on. Hope you enjoyed that. I know I did. Let me just look with binoculars 1 second. Okay, I do not see it. So we'll move on. I always love seeing pileated woodpeckers, but it was nice to actually see it finding food and consuming it. You know, sometimes the pileated woodpeckers here at Sapsucker, they'll be seen at the 4 gulls in the air. They'll be seen at the feeders, and okay, you can see them eating there. That's fine, but it's, to me, I prefer to see them in a natural setting, fully natural. So to see one on a tree like that and finding food, it's just interesting. Hearing crows, at least one. But, you know, that pileated, it just goes to show you that, you know, in wintertime, there's still some good, you know, interesting birding to be done. But sometimes you have to be in the right place at the right time. A little bit of luck doesn't hurt either. I'm hearing either a hairy or a downy woodpecker. Most of the snow, I believe, fell in the afternoon and evening, so there's only been so much time for people to step on it ahead of us and to really pack it down. So it's a little bit more difficult to walk than normal. Looks like somebody was skiing. I'm sorry. It's just too much work. I would much rather use an exercise machine. I think I just heard a downy woodpecker. At least with an exercise machine, if you get tired, you just stop. If you get tired cross-country skiing and you're out in the middle of nowhere, well, you still have to make your way back. I had posted the other day regarding Christmas Day, and I had seen last week that some of you were wondering about a tour on Christmas Day. And I posted to clarify that we were not having one. I don't believe we've ever had a tour on Christmas Day, or even a quick. We might have once had a quick broadcast, from my home or something, but I'm not even sure about that. The reason why I don't, a few reasons why I don't have a tour on Christmas Day. I have in my own schedule, usually there's just too much going on. Certainly too much for a full tour, and even for a partial tour. And then, and I figure that most people who might tune in, they usually have things going on too. Usually, not always. And so I've never, I don't usually even consider a tour on Christmas Day. And I'll also say this from now. I am not planning on a tour on New Year's Day, if anyone's wondering. So just to be clear, there's nothing planned for Thursday. Now, not that New Year's Day itself is a very busy one. I just usually like to stay home if I can. Get some things done. Or, at the end of the day, complain about how I didn't get anything done. But like I said, no plans for Thursday to have a tour. Here in the woods, it's pretty quiet. Not surprising, but it's pretty quiet, not hearing much, if anything. We were hearing, obviously near the feeding garden, and while we were crossing the boardwalk, there was more activity. Since then, nothing. Or essentially nothing. We did hear that downy. I'm hearing a crow in the distance again. I'm just looking around in the trees to see if I happen to spot anything or anyone. Sometimes you come to a place like Sapsucker or any place, and you may not see much, but you get one sighting that makes it all worthwhile. And I thought that pileated was nice to see. see it, but only a few footprints there that way. It's really primarily been the main Wilson Trail that people have been using, if they've been here at all. Still hearing a crow on occasion. Alright, let's keep going now. No birds in sight. You know, sometimes we have a short walk here, and it's short because we don't see much. The walk itself could be the same, you know, the same distance. And then there are other times when it's really a long walk, and it's because, well, we've walked the same distance, but, you know, maybe we've seen some things that have had us stopping and watching for extended periods. All depends on what we see. And sometimes we do have a truly long walk. We walk, you know, in various places we don't usually walk. Wintertime, I'm less likely to do that for a couple of reasons. One, just to stay warm. Two, when it's like today, it's not fun walking, given the snow on the ground. I think I hear a chickadee nearby. I definitely hear a chickadee nearby. But no birds that I can see out there. So we'll keep moving on. At least one chickadee vocalizing. I mentioned earlier we might see waterfowl, you know, near the outflow. This is the stream that heads away from the outflow. Nobody here. But there's some open water, as you can see. Every once in a great while, you might see some ducks on that water. Not today. You can just hear the water again, so the water's still moving. Who's that in the distance? I just saw a mourning dove, I think, overhead. And up in the trees on the other side of the pond. Mourning dove? But not much else. Hello. Definitely hearing an American goldfinch. I see, I think a nuthatch. Is it a nuthatch? Junco. Yeah. Juncos, I think. Gotta love them. hear a woodpecker. Don't know where. Didn't seem close. Close. Maybe not so juicy and delicious. Hold on a second. It's hard to adjust things with my gloves on. Alright, we're heading to the car. We'll go to the campus, I think. And we'll probably take a break after that. Hear a chickadee again. So, unsurprisingly, no waterfowl whatsoever. And what birds we saw were primarily interested in food. Which makes perfect sense. Hearing a hairy or a downy woodpecker now. Some people up ahead, but one is looking one way and another is looking another way, so maybe they're not seeing anything special. let's get you in the car. It'll be a couple minutes before we can go. I hear a nuthatch. I see it. White-breasted nuthatch. And there's a chickadee, a black-capped chickadee, also in the area. I don't know where it is. Okay, let's get in, get underway. Another moment or two, and hopefully get moving. Okay. Now, almost ready to go. Oh, forgot to do that. Forgot to take care of that. Have to take care of that. know why the rear wiper worked just now. I didn't turn it on, and it's not on. Anyway, I may have mentioned it before, but it's nice when you're doing this sort of thing, and there's a good chance your vehicle will get dirty, especially in wintertime. And not every single window has windshield washer fluid spraying on it, and sometimes you wouldn't want to spray on it anyway, just because of if you're concerned about I do that so that I can wash off windows, lights, whatever. Are we live? I do that so that I can Yes, we're live. Okay. Seemed to be a connection issue for a moment, and maybe it will continue. We'll see. I don't know what's going on. All right, let's get underway here. Anyway, I do that, and I find it handy for washing off headlights, side windows, sometimes the windshield. And I just keep the cut cap, the cap with a hole in it, handy, and then when I need it, I put it on the 2-liter bottle and just squeeze out some water. It's quick, it's easy, and I can anticipate this evening after the tour when I want to drive home, just rinsing off my headlights and my tail lights, and even the license plate, and only because the license plate acts as another reflector, and if you're driving in the dark, being that much more visible is a good thing. Also, vehicle cameras systems. Nice to rinse those off sometimes. So there's your tip of the day. It's 24 degrees according to my thermometer. So not exactly warm. Oh, there's a, no wonder they're flying around. There's a, looks like a Cooper's hawk flying right through. Or possibly a red-tailed. Flew from our right to our left, and I don't see it any longer. If anyone wants to get out and walk to the campus, we'll catch up to you in an hour or so. Welcome to the campus, everybody. It's still 24 degrees. to our right is Live Slope, and it's often used for sledding. I don't know if it's really sanctioned, but it does get used. There are people there now. A few, not many. Oh, I see somebody. Okay, let's take a look at somebody in a moment. I've got some problems here. Hold on, I gotta deal with something also. Okay. Don't know who this is. If anything, it looks like Big Red to me. Let's brighten it up just a bit. I'm pretty sure it's Big Red. Hi, Big. Not positive, but that's my thinking. So, if anyone was wondering, yes, that was Eric Clapton earlier with It's in the Way That You Use It. Really like that song. And so I believe we're looking at Big Red. Could we get a better view from the other side of the building? I'm not so sure, if we'd be able to see her. I did not, you know what, as we drove in, I did not see her, and I think the building was shielding her from our view. Look at the pretty bird. Good to see her. We didn't see either Big Red or Arthur last week. Just never found them. Good to see her today. And we're going to continue on because I want to look for Arthur for a bit, and then you know, because we only have so much time here on the campus. Okay, let's get going. Come on, wires. They won't even let me. They won't even let me access the shifter. They get in the way. Something. Let me just take a look. Oh, that's not good. The truck has its lights on and nobody around. That car is a dead battery. I can see her from here. Not well, but I can see Big Red from here. Let's take a quick look at her, if we can. Sorry, Joyce. Okay, 1 second. That pickup truck, it's an older one, has its lights on, so they're not going to go off automatically, I don't believe. The battery's going to die. She looks like she's about to take off, actually. Maybe. Maybe not. It's a little floofy. Oh, come on, Ferris. Come on, come on, come on. Isn't she pretty? Okay, let's go. One second, I'll be right with you. I don't recommend doing it, but maybe I should leave a note. But their lights were on, they're not, I just turned them off, they left the door unlocked. We'll find out one way or another about their lights in a moment and when they return. Anyway. I didn't lock the door. I left it unlocked. Okay, let's continue. Maybe if we have some luck, maybe we'll find Arthur. See ya. I have a relative who's visiting the campus, and I just saw him as I was driving. He knows what I'm doing, though, so we don't want to hear this. stop sign. See a crow in the air. Three more crows. And more crows in the distance. Possibly see somebody. Probably not, but I see somebody, I think. It could be a peregrine. Just a second, Johnny. Yes, looks like a peregrine falcon. Alright, well, let's continue this way. We'll turn around and then maybe we'll have a look at the peregrine, who's facing away at the moment.
My pack along the dusty Winnemucca Road, when along came a semi with a high and canvas-covered load. If you're going to Winnemucca, Mac, me you can ride. And so I climbed into the cab and then I settled down inside. He asked me if I'd seen a road with so much dust and sand, and I said, listen, I've traveled every road in this here land. I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man. Across the desert, bare, man. I breathed the mountain air, man. Travel, I've had my share, man. I've been everywhere. I've been to Reno, Chicago, Fargo, Minnesota, Buffalo, Toronto, Winslow, Sarasota, Wichita, Tulsa, Ottawa, Oklahoma, Tampa, Panama, Mattawa, La Paloma, Bangor, Baltimore, Salvador, Amarillo, Tocopilla, Barranquilla, and Padilla. I'm a killer. I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man. Across the desert, it's bare, man. I breathe the mountain air, man. Travel, I've had my share, man. I've been everywhere. I've been to Boston, Charleston, Dayton, Louisiana, Washington, Houston, Kingston, Texas,
I don't know if we'll have a clear view.
Glen Rock, Black Rock, Little Rock, Oskaloosa, Tennessee, Chicopee, Spirit Lake, Grand Lake, Devil's Lake, Crater Lake, Deep Lake. I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man. Across the desert, bare, man.
Let's see what this gets us. Not clear at all. You're gonna have that wire there no matter what. Either that or else we'll be looking through a fence, but that is a peregrine falcon. We're gonna move on. Whoa, okay. I guess we could see it here, but again, it's looking away, so we won't have a great look.
Vicksburg, Eldorado, Laramore, Atmore, Haverstraw, Chattanooga, Chattanooga, Nebraska, Alaska, Opelika, Baraboo, Waterloo, Kalamazoo, Kansas City, Sioux City, Cedar City, Dodge City, what a pity. I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man. Across the deserts, the bare, man. I breathe the mountains from there, man. I'll travel, I've had my share, man. I've been everywhere. I've been everywhere.
Really only have a few more minutes, and then I'd like to take a break. Come on. I'd like to take a break, and then we'll head. I'll head towards Montezuma, and we'll start somewhere in that area.
what you get in, I don't wanna change, I don't wanna change. I get on 57 Chevys, I get on screaming guitar, like the way it gets me, every time it hits me. I've got it rock and roll, I've got it rock and roll. I don't need no glitter, no Hollywood. All you got to do is lay it down and you lay it down good. I get on 57 Chevys. I get on screaming guitar, like the way it gets me, every time it hits me. I've got it rock and roll, I've got it rock and roll. I've got it.
Close again. We're running late, so we better, I think it's time to take a break. And depending on what I see, where I see it, and however things go in terms of traffic, I think we're looking at, well, 3:45 to 4, I would say, and that doesn't give us much time, but it is kind of late. At least the days are getting longer. Okay, everybody, so let's take a break now, and I'll do some driving, and then we'll resume. Probably, might be a little earlier, might be a little later. I'll try to make it earlier if possible, but Welcome to Montezuma, everybody. It's still 24 degrees, and I just saw some Canada geese up ahead in the air, and we are waiting at the red light. Oh, green. But I also, before I left Ithaca, there was a large flock of snow geese up above, and I don't know where they were headed, but I was kind of surprised to see them. I did not notice any snow geese on Cayuga Lake, but then again, it was a little bit difficult to see just because of the reflections on the water, etc. It looks like over to our left, I see goose activity in the air. I'm not sure what they're doing. What was that? Was that a... Okay, so crows are heading from our left to our right, and there are a lot of crows to our left. Well, we'll keep moving, but they were above the frozen channel there. And oh, I see a couple eagles. Let's turn around. We do have cars behind us. More Canada goose activity above us. Must be they're all gathering somewhere. But I saw, I believe, a couple of bald eagles just now in the Maze Point area. Unsurprising, really. And let's see if we can go have a look at them. They're both still there. And I don't know how close we'll get to them, or if the angles will be tough. Lots of crows here to our right, as I said. And now a lot of them are headed this way, I guess. I swear this, I put the camera into my eye and the cord is all I get to see. Just goes right in my face. It's not a great design, to be honest with you. Okay, so anyway, the crows are headed that away, and there goes the other eagle. Sorry, I'm trying to get adjusted here. What is making that sound? Oh, it took off. Maybe a crow with an issue with its... Okay, we're going to move on. Very shortly, anyway. So there were 2 eagles in this tree, but one took off. We watched it in flight a bit. And we're going to move on. I see another eagle. Quickly, I think it's probably, I don't think it's an adult. Well, it might be. No, I don't think so. Young one. For those who may not realize it, bald eagles don't have their adult coloration with the white head and white tail feathers until like maybe 5 or 6 years old. I used to hear 4 or 5, then I've heard 5 or 6. Let's say 5, but somewhere around there. So anyway, they're not born with such coloration. And over the years, I've sometimes had, I've recorded juvenile bald eagles, and only for people to say, that's not a bald eagle. Well, yes, it is. Oh, there goes that same... Oh, a different adult just flew over, and there's another eagle farther to our left. But the one that we did look at in the tree was still there. So I'll take a little look around. Things are different this week, obviously. Not only is it another week, well, now we're officially in winter, but it's not just that. The conditions are different. There's more snow on the ground, and Oh, another eagle to our right and in the tree. We'll keep going because there's a vehicle right behind me. Pigeons to our left. But anyway, you know, there's more snow on the ground. More things are probably frozen and inaccessible in terms of water. So things are different. Now, last week we took a left at the intersection up ahead, and I was glad we did. We saw some eagle activity that was somewhat interesting, but we didn't see anything else in terms of swans or other waterfowl. And I don't anticipate seeing anything like that, waterfowl anyway, today either. But you never know, there might be some interesting eagle activity. So we're going to do the same thing. For me, and the bird watching I do and the places I go, a lot depends on, or at least I should say, I'm looking for patterns. And if I saw something, yesterday or a week ago, I might look again today. Or if I know that something is to happen or usually happens at, in winter, I'll look for it again. How often do we come down here midsummer? We don't come down here midsummer, not really. But in, late fall, early winter, through winter, depending on how things are. Now, right now, I'm not seeing anything ahead, but, it might be worth coming to this area. Depends on conditions. Last week we drove down here, and at first I didn't see anything, but there was a vehicle that had stopped, and I don't know if they were looking at the eagles that we saw, but that vehicle being there made me think, oh, maybe there's something. And sure enough, we saw those eagles. Let me just take a quick look around. I'm not seeing anything right now. No. Okay, let's just turn around right here. Don't do this at home. I don't know how much time we'll spend in the Montezuma area. Maybe we'll, maybe we'll very soon find ourselves on the way, heading back to Ithaca and looking at the various spots between here and there. As I drove here, I did not see in that northern end of Cayuga Lake or those other, I don't know what those areas are, if that's actually a river that leads to it into Cayuga Lake, but I didn't see any waterfowl activity. Now, maybe things were frozen over and the waterfowl have headed elsewhere. I don't know. Also, I would say, as I was driving away from Ithaca, I kept looking for, a flock of ducks. I didn't see it, and I thought, okay, it's not here. Yes, birds are people. So anyway, I did not stop. In a way, I wish I had. So lots of snow on the fields now. What does that mean? Well, any food that's here is less accessible, but still might be of interest to some birds. Drive this way a little ways, not much. Well, maybe. Well, I see a couple Canada geese to our left. And I mean, maybe 5, 6. Well, I'm going to continue driving. I'm not seeing anything in the fields. It's harder to see, though, in some ways because of the snow. But I'm going to drive and we'll approach the Seneca River, see if there's anything going on there. The Seneca River's ahead. I was talking to someone the other day, and every once in a while I've shared a video with him, and he has in turn, shared that video with his mother. And I encouraged him to encourage her to possibly tune in live and join, because I think, quite honestly, we see some nice things, and there's some nice people in the chat room, and it can be an enjoyable way to spend time. Okay, the river, yeah, I mean, as far as I can tell from here, it looks like it's just completely covered with ice, and I can't see any open water whatsoever. Turn around here. That is not the proper way to turn around. But remember, drive as I say, not as I drive. It's a variation on do as I say, not as I do. So I'm not seeing anything, and and maybe no surprise, the river looks like it's frozen. I'm sure there's water movement underneath, but if you're a bird, if you're an eagle, for instance, there's no access to fish. There are no waterfowl there to go after, no nothing. So I didn't see any eagles there, and I'm not surprised. I could go faster, but then this vehicle ahead of us will be probably spraying something on my windshield. So it's called strategic winter driving. I don't know why it's driving so slowly. As I've mentioned in the past, we've spent sometimes extended periods of time in this area because at certain times of the year, especially like late winter or early spring, once the snow melts, food is revealed. There are waterfowl that are migrating or ready to migrate, and they find their way to the fields, and there's water and there's food, and it's just there can be a lot of activity here. Today, not so much. Still reading 24 degrees, if you can believe it. In Ithaca and Montezuma, but it was 24 when we were in Ithaca. I don't expect to see all that much here on East Road. Sometimes, though, we're treated to something somewhere, not necessarily in the marsh, but, up here closer, or maybe in the fields right nearby, but closer to the road maybe. But like, down in the marsh, I expect to look down there and see nothing. What was that on the road? I don't want to know. Yes, and I see nothing. There's nothing going on down there. Last week we saw an eagle down there eating something. But today I don't see anything. Let me look with binoculars quickly. I don't see. I don't believe I'm seeing anything. We're going to continue on. I'm not even going to open the window. A few moments ago, though, as driving in, and I took a look with just the naked eye, looking over the marsh area, and not that there was snow on the ground that day, but I was somehow reminded of that day I was here for the eclipse. Things weren't, it was, early April, so things weren't really growing just yet. And it was actually a relatively cool day. It wasn't a really warm day, and it was about season. You would say it was seasonal. It was early April, but just somehow I was reminded of it. Just had to be cloudy that day. Just had to be cloudy. Anyway, I just saw a crow. And another crow. Oh, and more crows in the distance. And more crows up ahead. Some... Well, they were on the road, but now they're not. As I said before, though, regarding my my effort to see the eclipse, I did enjoy the overall effort and the day and everything. It was interesting to do it. I was glad I did it. I just wish that it had not been so cloudy. But overall, it was an experience. Everything was great except the eclipse itself. Four Canada geese in the air. Okay, I think we're going to start heading back. Unless we see something, we're going to start heading back towards Ithaca. It is getting a little dark. My headlights are on. The clouds aren't helping. The eagle that was in the tree that we did look at is no longer there. From here, I can see the light is red. What a shock. I wouldn't, go through the light anyway if it's red, but one thing with this light is, from here actually it's a little better. From this side I can see. Can I see the other light? I can, but I can't tell what it is. And green. The problem is, it's not like I could say, well, it's red, but it's clear, because you really can't with certainty see if there's, the entire way, if there's, a vehicle already on there. So, you could find yourself if you did run the light, all of a sudden you're heading for a head-on collision. And even when the light is in your favor, you never know if someone violated the light on the other side, so you have to be careful. So far we have not seen all that much up here, and we did not see yet I was hoping to see a rough-legged hawk. We did see one last week, and I did post video, by the way, if anyone's interested. We had a pretty nice look at one. Not perfect, but a good look, because I especially liked it because it wasn't as much that the rough-legged hawk was in perfect view, and you could see every detail. The real benefit of that particular look was that you could see that relative to the ground, and relative to every space and everything, it was motionless in the air. Or I should say it was stationary. It was either hovering or sometimes even just holding its wings steady for brief periods, and was stationary within the air. Just beautiful to see. And we saw it in in this segment here. Not seeing anything today. Oh, I see a harrier. It's a northern harrier. I'm going to let it go. Now, it's possible the rough-legged hawk isn't here anyway, but if it is, it's also possible it's on the ground and, out of my view. We'll continue on, just as it is getting darker. Now, there's a chance, I didn't have a good look at the northern end of whatever body of water that is, but if I see something, there's a chance we'll turn right around and go on the other side of the lake to see it. But I didn't see anything as I was driving, up here. But I have to admit, I didn't take a good, close look. It's possible there is something there and I just missed it. think I'll remind everybody, even though it kind of goes without saying, this is, with it being winter, there's always the likelihood that weather will prevent us from having a tour at all. So always keep that in mind. I was, just thinking about when our next tour will be and everything. And there's, like I said, there's always a chance that we won't have a tour, for instance, at the next usual time. And today, as of yesterday, maybe yesterday morning, I was thinking, we may not be able to have a tour today. Everything, from what I can tell, I'm not looking very closely, but from what I can tell, everything there looks like it's frozen, and so we're going to keep going. Sometimes in summertime, maybe I'll have something on my schedule or something that might prevent us from having a tour. Okay, fine. That's, that continues through winter, of course. But weather is, like I said, more of a factor also, in wintertime. And sometimes it's not even a matter of, me being able to, come to these areas. Sometimes, it could be that the roads are fine, but there's enough snow in the air just to make viewing difficult and maybe even bad. So every once in a while I might say, well, I don't think the bird watching would be good today. And, sometimes we cancel a tour because of that. I know I've said it before, but I really don't want to waste anybody's time. And, I don't want to have a tour just for the sake of having one and not actually see anything. I could go to the airport. I don't know if that's a good idea or not. I haven't heard of any owls there, but then again, you know what? I think we are going to go. Then again, as I've explained previously, it seems like, either they don't consider them rare at the airport anymore, the snowy owls, or no one's bothering to report. So one way or the other, I'm not seeing eBird alerts for snowy owls at the airport. I don't know if there have been any yet this season, I should say, or not. I have no idea. Talking with someone, I don't think it was yesterday, I believe it was Christmas Day, who was saying how, it just seemed Christmas came so quickly this year. And part of that may be because, Thanksgiving was rather late this year. It was on the 27th. And maybe it just seemed like Christmas came quickly. I don't know. But, now that Christmas has passed, as you drive around, you start to see fewer Christmas lights and things wind down. for me, I'm, thinking about how, okay, fine, Christmas has passed, and people will start taking down their decorations and everything. But it won't be long before we start to notice that the days are a little bit longer. It won't be long before, it'll be, an afternoon and, maybe getting towards the end, and then you look out the window, it's like, oh, it's after 5, but it's still kind of light out. Should have pulled over. Just saw something. I don't know what it was. It looked like a raptor. It might have been a crow, but it almost looked like a raptor in the air. Oh, I see it now. Just pull over here. I think it's probably a harrier. I don't know what it is. Might be a red-tailed hawk. It's not a. It doesn't look like a harrier to me, but I don't think it's a. I don't believe it's a rough-legged hawk. I think it's probably a red-tailed hawk. But if it is, it's kind of acting a little bit differently. Wait, where'd it go? Where'd it go? Something's going on here. Hold on. I have to look with binoculars. It's getting out of view now. I don't know what that was. I'm not so sure it was a red-tailed hawk. It might have been something else. I have a suspicion well, I don't know. I don't know if this is a good idea. Maybe not. I have a suspicion that was something else, but I'm not positive. Right now, I would love to have another look at the video. And, you know, that'll have to wait before I have another look at the video. But I wonder if that was possibly a short-eared owl. We've seen one here before, years ago. And it just, maybe I didn't get a good look at it. And I don't know if the video will come out all that clear either because of the distance and everything. Oh. What's that? Is that a fox? Hello. Red fox. Anyway, we might have a look at it, we might not. We'll see. Anyway, I don't know if I'll have a good enough look at it to make a positive identification or not. But at one point, it almost looked like, boy, that face isn't right. The head is not right to be a red-tailed hawk. But again, that could be just some air distortion or something else at work, so I don't know. Anyway, we're at the Finger Lakes Regional Airport right now. And the reason why we're here, I see the fox. The reason why we're here is because, I can't see the fox now. The reason why we're here is, can I see it from here? Yes. Is the potential to see a snowy owl. Oh, I don't know if that's going to be possible. They have a big pile of snow. It's like it's deliberate. Big pile of snow right where I would look. And even if I wanted to walk in the terminal building, it almost looks like everything is closed up already. Thanks. Okay, let's see if we can at least have a look at that fox. Maybe. Still there, I think. Wait a minute. Is it just one? Okay. really beautiful. Okay, we're going to move on. Does seem to be alert and possibly moving around a bit. By the way, I can hear geese. Okay, let's move on. I'm not saying it was deliberate, but I would not be surprised if that snow was piled there so that people couldn't go there and look at the owls, at any owls that might be there. Again, I don't know. I'm not saying it's deliberate, but it wouldn't surprise me. Okay, hold on. I don't know what's going on here. Hold on. I lost sight of everything. I'm not sure what we were just seeing. said I didn't want to do that. Okay, hold on. There's a chance we'll get one in the air with this camera. I had one in sight, but I don't see it now. Oh. That could be a harrier. Or maybe, I don't know. That looks like a harrier. Get off the vehicle. And I've lost sight of whatever bird that was. I see it again, but I don't know if I can get it. Okay, it's too far behind me. Hold on. Okay. We're gonna move. I want to turn around and go back to that area. Can't turn around just yet. I just wonder if we have by any chance been seeing a short-eared owl. I don't know. Maybe it's just wishful thinking on my part. I don't know. Like I said, we've seen one before on the tour, and it was here at the airport. It was, earlier in the day. Okay, I see whatever it is again right in front of us. I think it's an owl. I may be wrong. I don't know if I'm in the best spot. Oh, hold on. It's on the pole right now. If we get a chance, maybe we'll get to see it. It is. It's a short-eared owl. Hey. Okay, it's getting, I can't stay with it. Not there. I don't know what to do here. I can't. I've lost sight of it. Oh, I see it. Oops. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? I have lost track of it. One second. I don't know if it would be a good idea, but it might be better to be out of the car. I don't know if I'd have time to. Oh, wait a minute. Wait. No. Right now I'm not seeing anything else. It's getting dark. Come on. Oh, I see it again. Hold on. hard to stay with it when it gets that close. Lost sight of it. Oh, there it is. I think there might be two of them. I'd love to go over there and see what's going on, but it looked almost like three went there, but you know, it's possible that we lost sight of one and it flew along the ground and then came back. It could be just one there for all we know. I've been looking away. Sorry, I don't know if they took off. For all I know, they did. And I don't know how many there are. We've been watching at least one short-eared owl. And we've only seen a short-eared owl once before on the tour here at the Finger Lakes Regional Airport area. And it was actually it was a bright sunny day, as I recall. But now it's late in the day. Oh, I think I see it. That may not be the one I just saw. You might think, oh, Ferris, go drive after them. That's not always the best idea for a number of reasons. First of all, I might frighten them. And that would be the last thing I would want to do. Frighten them away from food, frighten them away from anything. I just saw somebody. I saw it again. I can't. not convenient for me where it is. Maybe it'll come back. I don't see it. Oh, I do see it. Did not want to do that. Up above there's some geese, I think. The owl seemed to go to the ground a moment ago. I don't know if it has since taken back off. I may have just seen it. Did I see it? Boy, am I glad we came here today. Sometimes it's just luck. You know, you end up being in the right place at the right time. And maybe this is like this every night. I have no idea, but usually when we're here, it's middle of the day. I don't see anybody in motion now as I look around with the naked eye. Oh, I see it, I think. You know, a sighting like that is, something we haven't really seen before. Together, we've seen a short-eared owl only once before, and we never did manage to see it in flight. We only saw it perched, and then, as I recall, by the time I was ready to maybe possibly, watch it in flight, it was gone. And we may have caught a glimpse of it in flight, but that was it. That's all we had. And to have that today, what luck, what a privilege. I just, it's enjoyable to see and enjoyable to share. And, it's just, for me, it's a special occasion to see something like that and to be able to share it with people who I think probably like it too in real time. But it is getting dark. I mean, it's tempting for me to try to have a few more looks, but it's getting dark, and I think it's maybe about time I started to head home. And I think I'm just going to park here and pack up. Again, we will not, as I had said, we will not be having a tour on New Year's, if anyone is wondering. No, I have nothing planned, and so I don't anticipate one. But I'm hoping that you enjoyed today, and I am hoping also that you will have a very happy New Year, all of you. And that we will see each other again soon. Anyway, until next time, everybody, have a great, great night. And again, Happy New Year. Bye-bye.